What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, before I get into the video, this video, it's not to call out anybody. It's basically, I'm just calling it how I see it. So, let me get in the center of the camera here. This is kind of weird way of doing this. Yeah, so we saw the opening of the NBA season last night. I forget what teams played. Hold on, let me look this up here. Anyway, yeah. So, we saw opening night for the NBA season, and we saw NBA players kneeling, okay? And they kneeled during the national anthem on the restart of opening night. LeBron James led this kneel down, and as Donald Trump would say, get that son of a bitch out of there. And kneeling during the national anthem, it has nothing to do with politics. Sports generally should not have anything to do with politics. Sports are about having fun, winning games, and entertaining people. Okay? Sports should have nothing to do with politics, and kneeling instead of standing for the national anthem it's not political. What it's showing is it's a protest. And in the First Amendment, I'll read the whole First Amendment, what this says. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or the press or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and petition the government for a redress of grievances. That ending of the sentence, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Meaning, people are allowed to gather and protest. You know, there's a right to protest, petition, speech, press, religion. So people are allowed to protest in any form that fits the Constitution. Now, what's wrong with this is, I'm not calling out anybody. I'm just saying this from what I see. Remember that throughout this whole video. Most Donald Trump supporters, or most people who are either Republican or like Trump, because remember, not all Republicans like Trump. Only a select few of them do. A majority of them do. The ones who do, they try to bring politics into it. And rightfully so, that's up to them. Okay? This is literally my opinion on the whole matter last night. I thought it was wonderful that you have the people kneeling and protesting. Now, in baseball, when they had their season, there were people who weren't. There was the one guy who didn't kneel because he was Christian. That's fine. Religion. Yeah, you have the freedom to any religion. That's fine. But my main issue with this is, please keep politics out of sports, please. Because there's no general need for any sort of politics in sports at all. Okay? But I don't think... I truly think that most Trump supporters that I've talked to, that I've had political discussions with or political arguments with, all they want to do is say, oh, kneeling for the national anthem is wrong. Kneeling for this is wrong. Doing this and that is wrong. Like, everyone focuses on what's wrong, but nobody is focusing on the people who are doing the right things, you know what I mean? And if you want to talk about how kneeling for the national anthem is wrong, and in protest to police brutality against Black Americans, then why shouldn't we talk about Alejandro Villanueva, the Steelers offensive lineman, who was still standing in the tunnel and not out there on the field standing for the national anthem? Nobody talks about that. You know why? Because he's a veteran. and also because he had an explanation for it. The people who were kneeling last night in front of the national anthem, they had an example for it, and they had an excuse for it. You aren't going to have an excuse for everything that you do. You aren't going to have an excuse for everything you say, but I'll allow it this time. It's just crazy how some people who support Donald Trump are so far out there and literally don't want to hear anybody else's opinions. Now, my friends, Gavin, Gabriel, Gabriel's not really political, but Gavin and Zane, they love to hear other people's opinions. Zane watches all different types of news, and so does Gavin, I bet. But they're both of them I can actually reason with and have a political discussion with and not get to a screaming match, because they're the people who you can actually reason with and talk to in a nice manner. It just goes to show that this whole thing is just crazy. Like, kneeling before the national anthem is not, it's not disrespecting the flag. It's protesting for Black equal rights the people have fought for over 400 years. John Lewis, the Black congressman who died just recently, he's had these funeral services on the telly for the last week. He fought for Black equal rights, and still today, very few people respect Black African Americans or Black Americans. Very few people in the United States respect people of other races. People don't respect Mexicans, they don't respect Germans, they don't respect Asians, they make fun of Asians. Like, what is that? Like, we're America, and if you want to disrespect people and you want to be arguing all the time and you want to cause problems in America, like the riots, like police brutality, this and that, what example are we setting to the other countries around here? Like, this year, we are the laughing stock of other countries, because it's like all these other countries all these other countries have it together, and we're over here like, oh yeah, let's have a couple riots over here. Let's kill a couple black Americans over here. Yeah, let's fight over whether kneeling is right or wrong. And I will refer back to the First Amendment. It says, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So you're allowed to protest the government and anything that you feel is right to protest, just as long as it's not violent or, it exceeds the laws. So those are my opinions on kneeling during the national anthem. So those have been my opinions. You guys can drop your opinions down in the comment section. I would love to collaborate with somebody. I would love to collab with somebody and have a political discussion if you guys would want that. Anyway, this has been your boy Michael. See you guys all in another video. Bye.